Another teacher talk session tonight. Tonight we are having another educator from different part of the world as usual. So tonight we are having a school teacher, a former access teacher, and a community leader on the main Open COP and Open Central Asia RIC, Yerkin Abdraimov. When he comes, we are going to start our live session with him. Waiting for him to join it. It takes time to join. Yeah, here we go. Let me invite you. Here we go.
Yeah, finally. Can you hear me?
I can hear you exactly. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so wonderful, wonderful. Now
Yeah,
we are here.
yeah.
Okay. Before starting our live session, Yakin, I would like to say thank you very much for accepting my invitation and being my guest tonight for our 224th session. That's a great honor for us to having you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Volkan, for having me. Thank you so much. It's
You're
really,
welcome.
it's a really pleasure for me to be here.
It's great to hear that, Yakin. And as an educator, we are all very busy. So if you're ready, can we start?
Yeah, sure.
All right then. I know about you a little bit, of course, but our audiences would like to know about you too. And so, can you tell us about yourself, please, and a bit about your experiences too?
Yeah, sure. The many, thank you again,
You're
Volkan.
welcome.
My name is Yerkin Abdraimov. I am from Kazakhstan. I live in the city of Turkestan. I have been teaching for about 10 years. I'm a school teacher. I have been the first teacher, access teacher in Turkestan, cohort 1, cohort 2, and we have recently closed the second cohort in summer. So um, I have two sons. I live with my parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all you can
yeah,
say. Once more.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Great. So, Yakin, my next question is, what was or were your turning point or points in your own education?
Turning point. Yes, that's a great question. So the turning point was, the about 6, 7 years when I first joined the American English for Educators Facebook page for the first time when I was introduced in Shymkent. It's a city near Turkestan. So you are also there. I know, Volkan. So
Yeah.
I have, yeah, I have been learning a lot from this Facebook page. This was my turning point, and it changed everything. I have
Yeah.
started working with an American programs when I joined the American English for Educators Facebook page. That was my turning point.
Yeah, wonderful to hear that. That's a great page to follow, especially for the educators, and especially for the language educators. Also, that's a great page to follow. You can follow it as well. All right. So, thank you very much. And you've been teaching for
10
I
years.
have 10
10
years.
years.
Okay. Okay, you've been teaching for 10 years, and I'm sure that you have tried different techniques, strategies, and methodologies in your lessons. And I'm sure that you have a philosophy of teaching. So what is it? What's your philosophy of teaching?
Yeah, my philosophy. Yes, I'm trying to do it as student centered, but it is sometimes very difficult because we change the technology changes, a lot of things change, but you also want to speak and you also want to show and to use something. Uh, Sometimes I also like as because of our the time is restricted in our schools. Sometimes 40, 45 minutes isn't enough for doing
Yeah.
a lot of things. So, and sometimes you have to explain some material before doing some exercises and tasks. So, but anyway, I try to vary the different methods, different strategies and technologies.
Mm-hmm. You try that. I see. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Yerkin. Okay. So you know that Yerkin, as an educator, we have lots of stories. We have lots of stories in our, the life, and especially in our education career also. And sometimes we have a good story, and sometimes we have a bad stories, and sometimes we have, of course, failed ones and success stories also we have. We would like to hear one or two success stories of yours, but uh, if you have something inspirational, that can be really nice for us to hear from you.
Yeah, sure. As I mentioned it before, as we joined the my turning point, I mentioned it about my turning point Facebook page. Of course, what comes to me. Oh, okay, let's start with my students first. Uh, for every educator, for every teacher, that the success is when you see their growth.
Exactly.
When you see the students uh, talk a little bit, just a little bit in the classroom. So when they use one word or two couple of words and phrases, you become very happy, right, Volkan?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's such a many people can't understand it, but for educators, for teachers, it's such a big pleasure. So
Exactly.
when they want different subject Olympiads, when they want the contests, competitions, of course, this is also such a big pleasure. And these for me, they are winnings. They are the different like the. Uh, I mean, the successes is also success for me as well. What
Mm-hmm.
comes to me, as I have mentioned it, that we have joined the American Facebook page. That was my turning point, and since that, I have participated in many English teaching programs, like completed a lot of MOOCs, and also I am a open alumnus. So I am also right now a community leader cohort 8 on the main Open COP. I am also a community leader on the
Wonderful.
Open Central Asia Regional Interest Community. We have launched it just in January this year. So we are as a team doing a great job. So
Wonderful.
in this summer I have also uh, made my big dream has come true. I have been
Wonderful.
in the I have been in the United States.
Oh,
I'm in an Access. Yes, I am also in a Access Exchange program alumnus. So I was in the
great to
Massachusetts
hear.
University of in the University of Massachusetts in Lowell City. So
Wonderful.
we,
Wonderful to hear that.
we have spent like a wonderful 2 weeks there. So that's my uh, big success.
Wonderful.
It
Wonderful
was
to
my
hear that. I
25
know.
25 years dream
Yeah,
to
it's a
be in the
great,
United
great,
States.
great to hear that. Yarkin, I know that I was in that same program I think yeah, 2024. That was a wonderful program that I attended, and I was in San Diego. That was a wonderful and very precious program. Thanks to them that providing this program for the teachers all around the world. That's a wonderful program, and I hope other teachers and lots of teachers all around the world can have a chance to, you know, to go to the USA because of this program. Thank you.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, and each program, gives you like an educational leadership.
Yeah.
As I have completed my course, my GOC course, Global Open course, for 5 years ago. But now I am a community leader. So each program gives such a unique opportunities like an educational leadership in the program.
Exactly. Exactly. Wonderful program to follow it, as you said. And I hope lots of teachers can have a chance to have this program. All right. Okay, okay. Thank you very much for mentioning about it. Okay, so you know that I've been, you know, having these conversations with lots of teachers so far, as you know that, and we all we talk about different topics, and one of the topics that we talk about the education system of the teachers, or let's say the educators country that we attend. All right. So when you think about your country, Kazakhstan, if you had the chance to change, one thing about the education system, what would you change and why?
Yeah, that's another great question, Volkan. So yeah, I would like to say that Kazakhstan is a young country, 30 years of independence. So, our education system right now is better than it was in previous years. So every year it's changing to good side. So we see, well, we had like a low salary, low wage. So now 2 years ago, we had like a pay rise for 4 years in a row, for 4 years in a row. So anyway, I would like to see some changes. Of course, if there was a chance for me to be in a leadership role, have I would change that. I would like to have a lot of motivational events for the teachers in a local way, not in a national way, but in a local way, starting the city or town. For example, if the local education department will motivate with different, nominations or different prizes, it also make the teachers very happy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That that
And
that
never
would be
change.
my suggestion,
I
or
see.
I would
That's a good
change.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your idea about it, Yarkin. Thank you very much. Okay. As an educator, we all want to be, successful in the classroom, and we want to achieve our goals in our classroom, our students. When you think about successful teacher in the classroom, what do you think makes a teacher successful in his or her classroom?
Uh, Yeah, that of course I think it's not only. Of course, it depends on how you teach, how you. It's also
Mhm.
like a good. There should be like a good connection and relationship between the educator and the students, and between the teacher and the students. So if the teacher has a good relationship with the students, of course, sometimes it doesn't happen. It is very it depends, of course, because there are different situations can happen. You can lose control. For example, as we are males teachers, I think, lose control very quickly sometimes when they see the students misbehavior. So they can but anyway we have to build a good relationship with the students.
I see. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Yarkin, to giving this ideas about it. All right. So you've been you live in Kazakhstan and you've been teaching for 10 years in Kazakhstan and probably you have faced a lot of students there. So, what problems? My question is about the students and actually the teachers and the students. What problems do teachers face with teaching, let's say, the English to the students in Kazakhstan?
Yeah, of course, there are, as we are human beings, we have, of course, the problems, and we face some challenging situations in
Yeah.
our job. So, but for me, as I see that, it is like where there should be not only teaching the specific subject, but we have to teach the values. you know. And it is sometimes when you see the students like doing misbehavior, and you
Yeah,
have to like change the situation, and you have to teach that moment a little bit values, like
I
the
see.
honesty, like the a lot of we put in our lesson plans for 5 minutes to tell about the values.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I see.
like yeah. Because the students can't only be a good human with their knowledge, they can also have
Yeah,
to have a good to be a good mannered, and to be, of course, to be a good mannered, they have to be taught the values like bravery, patriotism, uh,
you are right. Hmm.
honesty, and etc.
I see.
Respect,
Thank you.
respecting laws.
They are important. They are important points that we need to teach our students. You are right. Thank you very much, Yakin. All right. So uh, my next question is about AI. You know that AI is very common and very popular in every part of the world, in everywhere actually, and we can see it something related with artificial intelligence, as you know that, and it really helps us a lot in our life and also in our teaching, of course. And so when you think about this, and as an educator, of course, we have a lot of things to do. We work hard. I'm sure that you also work hard to teach something to your kids, and you also need help. Sometimes you cannot find anyone to help you about the things that you do. But now we have artificial intelligence, AI, and it can help us in lots of things. So my next question is, as I told you before, it's about the AI. If AI could take over one boring task, especially the boring task that we're doing in education to free teachers' time, which task would you give it?
Absolutely, assessment. Yeah, sometimes I'm not so like I wouldn't say like with a strict way, like a straight way, that I don't like assessing, because we have, it's a part of our job. We have to assess, we have to give feedback to our students. But anyway, I would,
Exactly.
yeah, I would give like assessment, because for me it's like it takes a lot of time. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
I'm sure it takes. I'm sure it takes.
When
And
you check, when you check their notebooks every time, they, after a couple of days they write the for 2 3 classes, and you have to check their notebooks. So you have to, it takes time.
it takes
So I
time.
would,
Exactly.
yeah, I would give this task to AI.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, that's a nice thing to give to AI to do it for us. All right. So, Yarkin, and our students need lots of things, all right? When you think about it, they need more about educational things, or sometimes they need more about other things. When you think about your students, what do they need more of right now that curricula don't always provide them at school?
That's a nice question. Of course, I would say that they need to have, like, as I mentioned it before, connection, relationship, and emotions. Emotions, we have to understand them. And as I said, and sometimes it's very difficult to do it. It's very difficult
Yeah,
because you can lose control. You can say like say very rudely, "Hey, what are you doing?" It's
yeah,
true. Sometimes I do so for I don't want to do it, but you lose control, and you say, but anyways, they need like an understanding, connection, emotions, and relationship.
I see. That three things that they need to have right now. I see. You're right. Thank you. Thank you
And
very much.
nowadays, no, nowadays, in the world of in the era of technology and AI, and each child knows how to use the smartphone, rather than speaking with each other in the classroom. So they are very in a dangerous situation. So we have to take care of them, and we have to use like to how to handle it carefully. And it can be, some very unpleasant situations, and where you have to show your really to show the to try to understand, to be a real friend, I would say so.
I see. I see. Okay. Thank you, Yerkin. You know, we just talk about the AI and about technology also, and we've been using lots of online tools or platforms for our lessons. As you know, that all educators and a lot of people also they that are some the people who is related to the education, they also use a lot of platform and online tools. So what about you? And what online platforms or the tools that you are using for your lessons? Can you recommend any to us?
Sure. Since the start of the technology started to cover all the fields, all the jobs, I would say, including the education. Uh, as our time at school in the classroom is
Yeah,
limited, 45
exactly.
minutes. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I wouldn't use like very difficult platforms. There are a lot of platforms, a lot of in the world. So uh, anyway, I have used those platforms that are very quick for to use, quick to find the ready-made materials. What are they? They are Kahoot, Bamboozle, Quizlet, Quizzes, Woodwall. They're simple ones I use because they are very simple and they are very easy to find the ready-made materials, tasks for the students to do.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that platform with us, Ergin. All right. So, we are very busy as educators, of course. We have a lot of things to do. Sometimes the 24 hours is not enough for us to do something, okay? And but when we focus on our job, we also want to focus for our professional development, PD. That's really important for educators. When you think about this, the PD part, especially when you have lots of work to do, is it possible to develop professionally when you have a lot of work to do?
Yeah, for what comes to the PD, I would like, I want to say for a long time. I know our time is also restricted. Uh, as we started, and you are also on Facebook page, American English, starting with like moderators, it happened some years ago that there were
Yeah.
like guest moderators. For example, I have been numerous times guest moderator for a numerous times. So as you see, we are watching we don't skip the webinars, American English live series webinars. We try to attend all of them. And now I am an open alumnus. I am a community leader, current community leader, and we have also launched the interest community, Open Central Asia Interest Community. So where we are trying to organize webinars for not right now, not for ourselves, but for the region, for Central Asian. We are sharing tips. We are organizing webinars. We are organizing conferences. We share the tips for the open alumni from Central Asia. We share the tips from global alumni, open alumni. So we have such segments, wonderful segments.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great professional development, and you try to, you are like an addict to it. You can't run away from it when when you love it, when you can't run away. Sometimes
Exactly.
you become very happy that you have this kind of voluntary job. It's such a great pleasure. When you are tired, when you don't have a good mood, you are not in a good mood, you sit in front of your laptop and you try to comment, you try to find the open alumni who wants to speak for your community. That's such a great pleasure. Believe me.
Yeah, it's a great. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Thank you. Thank you very much, Yerkin. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you about that is again about the changes in education. When you think about, all right, when you think about all the changes that have happened so far about the education, what change in education excites you the most right now?
Of course, technology and AI.
Uh-huh.
It made my teaching much more easier, much more easier. I try to I use ChatGPT a lot when I need
We all
ideas.
do.
Yes, I open this website at least 5, 6, 7, 10 times a day because I need ideas. Sometimes in my mind, nothing comes to your mind, and you ask ChatGPT, and it gives you really good ideas.
Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Yerkin.
Well,
Okay. So we talk about ourselves and uh, we have taught lots of students in our career. And 1 year, lots of students, they come to our classrooms and then they leave. They come and they leave. They come and they leave. And years after years, and you have, met a lot of students. When you think about all these students, what do you hope your students remember about you years later?
yeah, I would like, that's also a great question. Really, I really want my students sort like not like a good teacher, like that teaches English, uh, that taught English very well, that he's an expert in his field. But no, I would like them that this person taught me good values, taught me about a little bit about life, that anything can happen, anything can change your life, like the person that taught values.
I see. Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so my next question is about the teachers. So, you know, teachers, they face other teachers every time, every day. Actually, we see lots of friends as teacher friends, of course, when we go to school or the college or I don't know. So we need to ask lots of questions, to each other, especially when we're doing this job. That's a teaching job, which is really important. And when you think about this, what question do you wish teachers ask each other more often?
I would say, Volkan, I would say, how are you? How are you?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
How
nice.
are you? Because I don't think that the many teachers want to hear that. How is your lesson going? Or how you have you taught your what have you used? Yeah, maybe, but they sometimes ask these questions in conferences, in webinars, in seminars when they gather. But in everyday situations, they know that they're there in at school and they teach their students. They know why they are there. So it is sometimes just to ask how are you.
That's a nice question we should ask to each other, definitely. Because, we see same teachers, every time at school or I don't know, maybe outside school, but the most important questions we do not ask, which is, as you said, how are you?
How are you?
Exactly. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
So, Yarkin, the people are looking for some motivational things about their jobs, all right? So they can continue to do this job, especially when you're in education. You need to find lots of motivational things to continue your job because it's not easy. It's not easy to, to continue sometimes. You face a lot of struggling situations. Anyway, when you think about your job, what motivates you to do this?
Oh, yeah, I would say, it can be, the motivation can vary in my situation because,
Yeah.
when you see the like a quotation, or maybe you see the movie, or maybe you see the podcast, it varies, I would say last time when I was like, I saw do you know or not, Rita Pearson? Is a, she
Again?
had a Rita Pearson,
Yeah, I think I
an
heard it.
educator. Yeah, she had a education TED talk. She participated in the education TED talk, and she used. I didn't know her before, before. So I was just familiar with her for like, for 3 or 4 months ago. And she had a great motivational TED talk in I watched it on YouTube, and she said like, we are born to make a difference. We are born to make a difference. We are teachers, and we are born to make a difference. I can't explain you how it lifts your moods when she really talks like a motivational. She did, and I can't describe it. If you haven't watched it, you can watch, and you'll see there will be like a good. You'll get them good motivation from her.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I will check it again after the session. I will check it.
Yeah,
As
Rita
a
Pearson.
Yeah, with a person. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yakin, before starting our career in education, let's say because we are teachers and we have this job and we're doing this for a long time, and I'm sure that like other teachers, like other people, not only teachers, they all had maybe different ideas about their jobs. Okay, in the future, I will be this or I will be that. But at the end, we are teachers right now. We have maybe totally completely different jobs we are doing it. And if you weren't working, my question is, if you weren't working in education, what completely different job would you try?
Uh, before entering the university, the teaching, the faculty. For the first time, I went to the university department, the university building, and applied to be a doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Great to
I
hear
really
that.
first one. Then of course that time we didn't have the medical department building in Turkestan, but it was
Ah,
in
nice.
nearby city in Kentau. So it was very difficult to get there, and it requires resources. You have to hire the housing. So and it takes some food. Where so I would say we couldn't afford it. That's why I take my application back, and I applied for the English philology.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, after that, I that year I couldn't enter the university. But next year I also tried again, but
Yeah,
then I was successful. I entered the university, and I studied for 5 years. So yeah, but anyway, I would also I would also be a lawyer. Want to be a lawyer.
that's a nice
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I would also want to be a diplomat. I would like to be
Cool job.
yeah, to be like in the relationships, international relationship department. Wants to work. So I really want to work these jobs as well.
I see. Thank you.
But
Thank you very much for sharing it.
yeah, it's a destiny. I would like to tell a little bit more. It's a destiny. My whole family. is a teacher. My parents are teachers. My grandfather is a teacher. My father's brothers and sisters are teacher.
You can't
My
escape from your
yeah,
destiny.
my wife is a teacher.
That's nice.
Yeah,
The whole family teacher. Nice. So it's normal that you are a teacher as well.
yeah, yeah.
Great.
It's like like a destiny.
Exactly. It's a great one.
But yeah,
Okay, Yerkin.
I'm happy about it anyway. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm also happy about my job. That's a really great job to do it and very precious. Okay, and my next question is about, we cannot guess what's gonna happen in the future, that, and a lot of things can happen with just, some uh, predictions and guesses. We don't know what's gonna happen. So when you think about 10, let's say 10 or maybe 20 years later, how do you see yourself? Will you still be a teacher, or will you try another job or jobs?
Yeah, I would like to continue to stay in the education, but I would like to try myself in the educational leadership. In the
Ah, I see.
educational leadership, yes. I don't know. I can't see what educational leadership roles there, but I would like to do it. Of course, it can. I would do some like supplementary jobs, like uh, the jobs maybe I like. Besides the teaching, it would be great, of course, but I don't know. But I would like, I would like to stay in education, and I would like, to have the educational leadership roles sometime in the future, of course.
I see. I see.
Inshallah.
I hope you will. I hope you will. Great, thank you. Thank you very much, Yerkin. There are some moments in our life and that actually we face some struggling situations, and sometimes we can handle it or sometimes we cannot, cope with the problem. And then when we face that problem, we say it's on our own. I wish I could have a kind of a superpower so I could easily fix the problem or solve it or manage it. So when you think about this in education, if you could have one superpower to use it, what would it be and how would it help you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I would like to be like to have such a power, like just not to teach English, just to instill all knowledge in their minds, in their brain. And that would be great. You won't have to spend like many times, a lot of times to teach. So it would be like a good power to just to instill. And now you are you can speak with me like or any English speaking people. So
Yeah,
that would
I
be
see.
a great superpower.
That's a nice superpower. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much, Yerkin. So think that we finish the interview and you step outside your home and find a lottery ticket that ends up winning $100 million, which is a huge amount of money. What would you do? But please be honest.
I will be honest. I would start spending it.
Yeah, nice.
I would start spending.
That's what I want to hear it. Yeah, you start spending it. Great.
I would start spending it on right and on left.
Great, great, great to hear that. Yeah, you'll spend it. That's nice. Very nice.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you very much, Yakin. Okay, and now as you know that the time flies, and now I'm gonna ask you my last and the hardest question. Ready?
sure,
Okay.
sure.
What is your motto?
Uh, yeah, as I said, that the motors also vary.
Uh-huh.
When you start growing, of course, when you change, the teaching methods, when you have a like a a little bit influence, in some, I mean, regions like we are doing in this project. I would take learn, adapt, and inspire. What we are
Ah,
doing right now, we are learning from open alumni from all over the world. We are learning from TESOL experts. We are learning from American English. We are learning from everyone. We are learning. We adapt it, and we inspire.
exactly. That's very nice motto. Learn, adopt, and inspire.
Yes, learn, adapt, and inspire.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much, Yerkin. Okay. So I ask all my questions, Yerkin. And before ending our, the live sessions, would you like to add anything else? And do you have anything to share, to recommend to our audiences?
Yeah, of course. Dear colleagues from all over the world, just keep going. Keep going. If you are, I know teachers can, be sometimes in a bad mood, but
Yeah.
just sit and do something. You know what to do. You know what to do. Just do something, and you will see that this kind of, bad mood will escape, will go away, will fade away. How we can say also as well, but that would be great. Just keep going.
Keep
And
going.
I would say, yes, thank you so much, Volkan. It was such a pleasure to be here, such a great talk with you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Yakin. So I would like to say before ending it, thank you very much for being with us here. Thank you for your ideas and advice and suggestions, and of course, the most important and precious thing, your time. You spend your time. I know that it's really late over there in Kazakhstan. It's almost, I think, midnight there, and you are
It's okay.
still with us here. So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay,
Thank you
so
so much, Volkan. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Wish you all the best.
thank you very much, Yerkin. And Yerkin Abdraimov was with us here tonight with Teacher Talks 224th session, and we had a fruitful session with him. And as you know, that we are going to be here next week at the same time on the same day, every Monday at 9 p.m. for Turkey's time. And until the next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And please take care of yourself and take care of yourself, Yerkin. And bye bye, everybody. And wherever you are, peace.